Many agencies allow or assign officers to work on task forces, but there'd been an open question in the Ninth Circuit as to when police officers assigned to federal task forces are operating under the authority of state law or under federal law. This is important for a number of reasons. In particular, it impacts how easily a plaintiff could successfully bring lawsuits against police officers working on federal task forces. Today's case is Ty versus County of Los Angeles, a 2025 case with a published opinion from the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. I'm Steve Cerbalic, and I'm a panel attorney with ASCOPS in Arizona. So first, some background facts. Two sworn officers from the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office were assigned to work full-time on a joint federal-state task force to investigate allegations of fraud in Social Security disability benefits applications. The task force was called the Cooperative Disability Investigations Unit, CDI, and was led by a federal special agent. The supervisory special agent directed the local officers to investigate several Social Security applications in San Diego who were suspected of wrongdoing. The case was referred to CDI from the Social Security Administration's district office. The plaintiffs in this case contended that the local officers displayed guns and state badges, did not seek consent for a search, and failed to have an interpreter present for their contact with the plaintiffs. The plaintiffs alleged that the local officers forcibly entered their homes and interrogated them about disability benefits in a manner that they say violated plaintiffs' constitutional rights. Plaintiffs brought this action under 42 U.S.C. 1983, which authorizes lawsuits against persons who violate rights under color of state law. Side note here, 1983 claims are common against local law enforcement officers alleged to have violated constitutional rights. But critically, if the local officers were acting under federal law, a 1983 suit is not allowed. The Ninth Circuit held that, based upon a totality of the circumstances review, even though the local officers were sworn members of a local agency and wore local agency badges and were required to follow both local and federal policies, they were operating in this instance under the training and supervision of a federal special agent. The test is whether the conduct of these local officials was, quote, fairly attributable to the state, end quote, or whether the impetus for and the execution of the law enforcement action derives from federal law. Also crucial to the analysis is whether the day-to-day operations are supervised by a federal or state government actor. Here, because the local officers were acting under the direction of a federal special agent and were participating in a federal law enforcement initiative related to potential federal criminal conduct, the local officers were acting under federal law. The standard in the opinion is the following. To determine whether state officials assigned to a joint federal-state program operate under color of state law, we consider the totality of the circumstances. In general, where the source of authority for the program is federal in nature and the state officials' participation in the challenged conduct is subject to the immediate control of a federal supervisor, those officials act under color of federal law, not under color of state law. The court noted that this ruling is similar to rulings from other circuits. For example, when a state trooper served as an officer for the Federal Drug Enforcement Administration, where a local officer was working on a federal task force as a special deputy United States Marshal, and where state police officers were assigned to a joint fugitive task force between the FBI and the city of Grand Rapids. So if you're a local officer working on a federal task force, supervised by a federal officer, engaged in federal law enforcement priorities, you are subject to the requirements of and you enjoy the benefits received by federal law enforcement officers when it relates to civil lawsuits. If you have any other questions or comments related to federal task forces, please leave them in the comment section down below. Please like this video, follow the channel, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow. Be on the lookout for new videos. They come out every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. I'm Steve Cerbalic. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.